Hello cherubs, welcome back. We've got a story today and then we've got some activities to do after the story. This story is a really beautiful story. It's about going to school and it's about being brave and being kind. So have a good listen, enjoy the story because remember it's really good to listen to fluent readers read. It's how we get better at reading. And then we're going to do some activities. But before we begin the story, what do you think this story is about and why do you think it's called The Kissing Hand? I've told you it's about going to school. I've told you that it's about being brave and kind. But why do we think it's called The Kissing Hand? Interesting. Let's have a little look. Now, this story was written by the author, they wrote the story, written by Audrey Penn, and the illustrator of this story is Ruth E. Harper and Nancy M. Leake. So there was 2 illustrators and 1 author. So that's 3 people collaborating, working together on one story. Amazing, what wonderful teamwork they must have had. Okay, let's have a look at the story. I hope you've had a think about what the kissing hand might mean. What is it going to be about? All right, let's see. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please may I stay home with you." Oh dear. Poor Chester the Raccoon, he seems very sad. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." Oh, she is a kind mum, a very kind mum. "You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Don't forget, raccoons go to school at night time. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mummy loves you. Mummy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand and you wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own hand and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. So important to tell people that you love them. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. That's all the animals at school. I love you. Amazing! What a beautiful story, hey, about love and being brave and being kind to each other. So wonderful. So, what you're going to do, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find someone in your house. And you're going to go and you're going to show them how much you care about them. Okay, go and tell them that you love them and go and make them feel warm and toasty on the inside. Once you've done that, then you've got some activities to do here, okay? The first one is called a lovely letter. And in a lovely letter, you're going to write a letter to either Chester or his mum, Mrs. Raccoon, and you're going to ask them some questions. You're going to tell them about what you thought of the story or something interesting. Just write them a letter. Then I want you to draw them a picture about the kissing hand, okay? Draw a picture about the kissing hand. The next activity that you're going to do is called pluses and minuses. And no, it's not a maths one. It's still literacy. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to imagine that you are Chester and you are scared and you're learning to be brave and you're very kind. Now you have to write down 5 of your strengths and 5 of your weaknesses. Okay, a strength is something that you are good at, and a weakness is something that you need to keep practicing. Okay, it doesn't mean we're bad at it. It's something that we need to keep practicing and improving upon. All right, so you've got 2 activities to do. Then draw a beautiful picture of the moon. Oh, the moon can be so beautiful. And if you can, go outside and look at the moon tonight. All right, all the animals that are nocturnal, the ones that sleep during the day and are awake during the night, they will be out. See if you can hear them, okay? Enjoy, be brave, be kind, be you. Have a fabulous day. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.